Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies, a podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me as always is my co-host, Jake Dwighto.
Hey man with the band with that tea, give me all your pocket change for me. Go into the street to buy some pretty good tasty sweets. It's Tim. Hey man, what's up?
What's
You
that?
know, that's the crook's necessities, not the bears. You gotta
Gotcha.
clean them pockets out and buy some sweet treats at the store.
Sweet treats.
Little sweet treats at the store.
Sweet
What's up,
treats at the
Preston?
store. Yeah. We're doing some
Preston.
Disney remakes.
Woo! Yeah, let me tell you, dude. There's a couple things in this house. Your name's been mentioned a couple times, and it's mainly Screw Preston. And I'm like, these freaking remakes. Ugh. Didn't mind this one. I have a good feeling this is the only one.
This is the only good one, in my opinion.
I mean, it's
and they don't really follow the exact same story. I mean, it follows the story structure, but they tell it differently.
yeah,
And they don't have every song.
good.
They have the one song.
And they got Christopher Walken doing whatever he doing.
I did not like the King Louis, but that's neither here nor there. But
No, more like King Fooey.
and the Gigantopithegus.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're doing the Jungle Book. Sorry,
Jungle Book.
Yeah, 2016's Jungle Book. John Favreau, the beta test for the Mandalorian.
No, this was the proof of concept for the Lion King. What you talking about?
Are we slated to watch that bullcrap too?
Yep, that's the last one.
Beyonce's fierce. She's got a beehive. Look out.
It's at least got the songs written by Elton John, you know?
Dude. Can we just take a moment?
Just take a moment.
Those movies are like the cartoons. Elton John, Phil Collins.
Yeah.
With Tarzan.
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer is mixed in throughout everything, and a lot of them. Dude, those are some legendary. Like, you really sit and listen to those songs; they're phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. And
I watched Tarzan recently, and I was just hypnotized.
I haven't watched that.
God.
I haven't watched that in a long
Same.
time. I mean, they still do a good job with the music in that remake, but it's the lyrics. Like they're written so well. Like you didn't have to do any. You didn't have to try.
I mean, I think it's cheap. That's really cheap what people do. They did it well in this of like, you have a film's motif. Like when I do scores, I come up with a motif for the movie, and then a motif for the main character, and then the lamest character. And then I work from there. And then you weave stuff in and out. It's like bare necessities is throughout this entire movie. You don't even know it. Just spaghettied out through the score. And it does it good in this movie. Like,
yeah,
you don't realize it. And then at some point in time you go, hey, what is that noise? But it sucks though, because the lyrics to these things, like those Disney movies, are perfection. But actually, this movie is about a boy in India who gets orphaned in the jungle, and he's found out to be a wolf.
After a threat from a tiger, Shere Khan forces him to flee the jungle. A man cub named Mowgli embarks on a journey of self-discovery with the help of the panther Bagheera and free-spirited bear Baloo.
Was this in your rotation in your childhood?
God, yeah. Like
I don't know if this was. I get this and Robin Hood mix, but they both have bears.
I had this VH, like we had all the Disney stuff on VHS, pretty much.
Yeah, God, dude, yeah. Summers used to burn them suckers up, son. I'd rip through that film.
This was in heavy rotation for me,
and I don't know what it is. This one was in heavy rotation, but watching it was like it clicked. Like, oh crap, yeah, this. Like I completely forgot that. I'm gonna mispronounce it. Bagheera. Yeah, forgot that's the main good person. In my head, it's just a trickster.
Well, he's a panther, not a person.
But no, he's that's a boy. That's a man boy. It's just funny. Like I haven't watched Jungle Book since I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I should have watched the cartoon as an adult. But like the things you view as a kid, and you're like, that guy sucks. He's just a rules person.
Did you ever watch the Andy Serkis directed Mowgli movie on Netflix?
No, I want to though.
It's very good.
That I've got that, and I've got not related, but I think you get where I'm going with it. The Guillermo del Tomo, Guillermo del Tomo,
Guillermo del Toro.
da 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 batokoto. Um, his Pinocchio.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's
Yeah, I feel like all these off Disney ones are
well. See, that's these stories are
not Disney,
old,
but yeah,
and Disney just made a version of them, and they own that version. But like these stories, like Rudyard Kipling wrote this in the 1800s.
it's insane though.
Mm-hmm. Like half of the Sleeping Beauty and all that stuff. That's like all Grimm fairy tales. That
Dude, those Grimm fairy tales, I think I really want to like read the OG Grimm ones because they're supposed to be pretty twisted. Some.
Don't ever watch the Brothers Grimsby with Matt.
Yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we are.
It's terrible.
Oh, baby, that's what we're watching next.
But back to this.
Hey, guys, call into our hotline, AmericanIdol911.com, if you want us to watch the Grimm Brothers.
There is no hotline. The review for this, the positive one, Sarah Ward with Screen Daily. Conjuring up a serving of visual magic is one thing, of course. Bringing Kipling's characters and narrative to life is another.
Yeah, the VFX are incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Just
like I said, this was like proof of concept before Lion King.
How ballsy is that? Yeah, I'm going to make Jungle Books just a proof of concept. We're going to spend a lot of money. It's going to be a real movie, but I'm just testing this.
I'm going to figure it out. That this was kind of almost the precursor to the Mandalorian, where they would run the environments in camera in Unreal Engine, because that's how they do with the volume. They have Unreal Engine running in the background, and that's where they get the backgrounds from.
I had a friend that did I don't know the industry term, gaffer, like secured lines and did stuff for this movie. And then he did this, and he did Lion King, and then he stuck with Favreau and did other stuff. And he's just like, it's pretty wild to like be on site, be on set, and see this is what this is. This is what it became 10 years later. Not 10, but you know what I'm saying. Negative review. Did we need this movie? No,
but I mean, Marvel's got to spend that. I mean, Disney's got to spend that Marvel money.
Give me that coin. We got taxes.
Jon Favreau draws heavily. This is from Slant Magazine with no author credited. Jon Favreau draws heavily on his film's animated predecessor for plot, characterizations, and more, but doesn't know how to fit these familiar elements into his own coherent vision. I would disagree with that.
Yeah, I do. I get it because this is kind of just it's not as together as the original cartoon. Which, I mean, you can follow this. It's fine.
But it's still the kind of the same simple plot of we got to get Mowgli out of the jungle because there's a tiger coming after him.
Never realized that was the actual plot until I watched this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never clicked. Like, oh, that boy's going to get killed. We got to get him out of here.
In the Andy Serkis version, Benedict Cumberbatch plays Shere Khan, and Shere Khan has like a limp on his front paw in that movie. It's pretty good. But
Idris Elba does great.
Idris Elba's great too. Yeah, he's nailing it.
Sir Ben Kingsley also. I mean, like they nailed characters to character apart from Christopher Walken.
And this probably won't be the last time I compare it, but in Andy Serkis's, Christian Bale plays Bagheera.
Ooh.
And they kind of, the way they animated the animals in those, they kind of sort of made them look like the actors.
So I'm going to have to watch this.
It is. I think it's good.
Fresh.
A lot darker. No singing. There's no bare necessity.
Ain't no necessity. which is kind of funny that you say, like, yeah, this is open market. Anyone can make a movie about this. So why
Mhm.
didn't Disney lean into their IP of the music?
Yeah.
It'd have been a worse movie, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
mean, well,
No,
we're not there yet, but Bare Necessities, it was really fun to hear Bill Murray sing it. But the kid,
this doesn't have like the recognizable songs of like
mm-mm.
uh, uh, an Aladdin or a Lion King.
No.
Uh,
Well, we're watching Aladdin, right?
Next week, old Guy Ritchie. It's a Guy Ritchie film that doesn't feel like a Guy Ritchie film.
I don't understand why he did these. I mean, money.
Money.
Yeah. Sorry. I started it immediately. Yeah. He got paid. They suck. But
Yeah.
um,
Will Smith probably called him and said, "Hey, you want to come do?"
go. I'm Will Smith. Slap your mom. Yeah.
This was pre-slap Will Smith. Um,
Ugh.
this one starts with Bagheera telling the story of Mowgli. He found him in the jungle and dropped him off
Yeah.
with some wolves.
We got some little boy running with some wolves.
Little boy abandoned in the jungle. And Mowgli grows up and he thinks he's a wolf. But he can't run and hunt like the wolves, and he's training to hunt with the pack, and they all make fun of him because he's not a wolf.
Nope. Not as fast. Can't do it. Nope. Nope. Nope.
And his mama wolf, played by Lupita Nyong'o. I know I'm mispronouncing that name.
Ah.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. I should look it up.
His,
I
his
think I just.
the daddy wolf was Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, I knew that one for
Yeah.
sure. I recognize that voice.
And Lord have mercy, Scarlett Johansson as a snake. he wants to be a wolf. He wants to be part of the pack. But he's getting older and he's growing up. And one thing that kind of changed for this was like he runs through trees, and he's kind of comes up with like little, I don't want to say necessarily inventions, but
Little gadgets, man.
little gadgets almost,
Yeah.
that help him do different things.
Which
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I mean, like, it's the human part. Like,
Yeah.
part of human is, I mean, animals can make tools. Otters bash shells with rocks and
apes
stuff.
make tools.
Yeah. Which you look at him at the growth of his entire thing, he really becomes more of an ape in the end, not anything else, because he starts swinging and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
And he even gets mistaken for a monkey later on. But they've decided, like, hey, it's about time for him to head on back. And
oh no, we do a flash forward to the winter and the dry time.
That's right. The jungle dries up.
What's the dang thing called? The
Peace
Rock thing. So they're all drinking water. It's sweet, but then Shere Khan shows up. Shere Khan's gonna get him some of them baby legs. He's gonna put them legs in his baby. He doesn't like the honey.
Peace Rock is this rock in the middle of a lake that's, when it's dried out, and there's everybody comes and gets water, and nobody eats nobody. And of course, Shere Khan rolls up to this meeting, and he's like, "Oh, that's a man club. I don't like man because they burn my face with the red flower."
Dude, they should 100% remake this movie as a mafia movie.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's all this movie is.
That would be like a weird, like, off-Broadway play version of this.
What you doing next week? You want to work on this? And I bet we do. Look, we could crank this out in a week. I could with the songs. We could do it.
Yeah. It'd be wild.
Do I smell a rat in the place with my gun? Shoot you good. I'm Shere Khan.
Shere Khan does not like man because he got burned by a man. Spoiler alert, it was Mowgli's daddy. Who he killed.
By the way, I need to tell you as a childhood story, there's a man that was named Mr. Mobley.
Uh-huh.
And I used to call him Mr. Mowgli.
Sounds right.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why. Every time you said it, I just giggle. Like, that guy was fantastic. He's a great person, and I just always, hey, Mr. Mowgli.
Mr. Mowgli, and he answered.
Yeah, he's getting that revenge. He knows it's peace, but hey, when that water fills back up in a couple weeks,
I'm gonna come get that fool.
I'm gonna come get that boy. That boy mine.
Boy coming with me. I'm not coming. I'm gonna eat him.
Which sucks. Like, Mowgli sees the turmoil,
Yeah,
and just says, "I'm leaving. Screw this."
Yeah, that's the thing that kind of like confused me for a minute because he's like, "Oh yeah, I do have to go because this tiger's about to kill me." Then he goes back to the wolves. He's like, "But I don't want to go." It's like, what? What?
That kid, like the acting in this movie is downright phenomenal.
Yeah, he's really good.
By himself, does all this bullcrap. It's kind of like
It was just him on mostly on a blue screen with like 3 adults and puppets.
I don't remember what actor I'm thinking about. There's a Christmas movie, same deal. Like just by themselves.
Was it a
But
Christmas Story?
no, I'm not gonna remember it, so it doesn't matter. But it's like not a normal actor; it's just a celebrity was in a movie.
But so him and Bagheera, they set out into the jungle to get him back to the man village, so he can grow up. And they're
Dude,
arguing back.
so great. That whole adventure scene, like
Yeah, well,
seeing all the animals is dope. But you get to a spot where Bagheera just freezes, and I knew it was gonna. I've never seen this movie, but I knew like, oh, what's about to happen is a jump scare. The lion's coming out, or the tiger, excuse me.
Tiger's hidden,
and God, dude, that's perfect. I mean, that's like such animal behavior.
Yeah,
I know that sounds really lame. Like, yo, it's a movie with animals and they're acting like animals.
but like they're simulated animated animals that somebody had to make look like that. That they had to look at lions and tigers and all this other stuff for hours on end. You ever see those videos online of those little kids in front of the zoo, and like the lions and tigers just like fucking pounce on?
Yeah, you ever wish they just took them out?
Sometimes, because like they're just like, ha 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 ha, he's behind the glass. One day that glass is gonna break.
All right, let's get real for a minute. You ever heard of my boy Harambe?
Oh yeah.
You let your kid get behind the glass, they don't hurt him.
Harambe gonna fuck
people heard, hey, Harambe baby,
Harambe. R.I.P.
Still potentially have a lawsuit over me naming some buildings after him. Yeah, phenomenal. But that whole scene, like they come to a pause, and Shere Khan attacks. Fight sequence. It's weird. Like an animal fight sequence shouldn't be cool, but it was.
It is
Cool. But he tells Mowgli, "Hey, go towards the light. Keep going.
Just keep running.
Jump in the pit." So he jumps in mud, which is later to be found out a buffalo trail.
Yeah.
Water buffalo.
Water buffalo. And he hides amongst the buffalo. And I guess Shere Khan just left Bagheera and ran after Mowgli, and he eventually finds him, but Mowgli escapes off the back of a water buffalo. And
dude, that is perfect. It rides that buffalo out, but then you get the exposition of no, not yet. We do later, but rides that buffalo and there's a mudslide. So weird that mudslide happens, kills all those water buffalo pretty much, and it's just like, yeah, whatever. See you,
bye.
And I'm like, that's life. That's it. Like whatever.
Yeah.
So he goes and wakes. I think this is where he goes and wakes up, and the Burmese python Ka hypnotizes him.
Played by Scarlett Johansson,
who you want to squeeze your head and suck it.
Yeah, just bite my head off.
Okay.
Only time I would let a snake do that. But
you ever been bit by a snake?
No.
It's weird. I've been bit 5 times. Nothing poisonous. A black snake bit me in the leg once, and I didn't know that I'd gotten bit, and it latched. So I just walked around for a while, and I went, my leg feels heavy, and I looked down, and it's just a black snake. I stepped on it. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Thing did nothing wrong, so I took it off and let it go. Last year I was cutting grass, and some baby snakes bit my ankles, which I thought they were copperheads.
No, you do have to worry about the little baby rattlesnakes, because
those things
they don't know how to control the poison, and they'll kill you.
They shoot to kill accidentally. But you get the wonderful flashback scene of like, let me tell you who you are. And that's when we find out that Shere Khan's angry because Mowgli's dad hit him with the red fire. or
while
the red
Shere
flower.
Khan was trying to kill him.
Yeah,
But that's the jungle.
which I think I've messed up the order. I've been trying to figure out where this was mentally. Of Shere Khan goes back to the wolves and is like, "Where's
Yeah,
the boy?" And like, "We got rid of. Problem solved."
yeah.
Dude, he launches that leader wolf.
That's pretty dark.
It happened, and I just kind of sat there and went, "I
I
didn't. Was that was real?
yeah.
Like that's really what they did? He'll come back from that, right?
Mm.
No."
And then we run into everyone's favorite Baloo.
Played by Bill Murray in this
Bill
movie,
Murray, dude.
who Bill Murray's older brother also played Baloo in the 1998 cartoon Mowgli's Story.
Oh, never saw it.
Yeah, full circle. I haven't either. I know it exists, and that's yeah. I remember seeing trailers
Was it
for it,
like
but
one of those shitty animated sequels they made in the 90s
yeah. It was one of those like part twos
that
that
went direct to VHS or whatever?
yeah sold
Like,
tons
like
though. But,
Lion King 1.5 and
oh, forgot about 1.5. No. Mowgli's Story was live action.
oh,
Sorry, it had
I do remember that. I remember that one.
it was awful. Sherman Howard was Shere Khan.
It was like
Wallace. Who else is in that movie?
it was a truly live action, like Mowgli's an adult kind of thing.
Yeah, it's you're watching the Jungle Book completely from Mowgli's point of view. Fred Savage was the narrator. That's all I really remember.
I vaguely remember seeing it.
It's not good.
I would say I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you what happened.
yeah. But anyways, yeah. So the bear was him. There we go.
I'm
Just,
not. I don't know if Bill Murray was right for it.
no, I love Bill Murray. Love him, but I don't think affable, crazy bear is his
Yeah,
strong point. You honestly, I think I kind of wanted like Zach Galifianakis.
I mean that would have been good.
Just some goofy like voiced.
Yeah, because
I
like
mean, I enjoyed it. I like. Let me not. I enjoyed it, but
I'm pretty sure they used the same model and voice actor in the 70s. They used the same one from Robin Hood, like that guy that played Little John.
that's why I'm so confused. Of like, did I watch Robin Hood all the time or this? I know there's a bear. It's the same bear.
Same bear, same
Which,
actor.
man, dude, I
But
for you
that guy was killing it in like the
totally.
70s or whatever.
And if you ever get bored, one of the best rabbit holes to go down. It's so interesting. I love animation, especially
Mhm.
that time period. Animation's expensive, and back then they didn't have computers,
Mm-mm.
so they reused assets left and right. It is so fun.
They
To watch it.
reused Mowgli's asset from the they just painted the kid they made in the Sword in the Stone. And
It's freaking crazy.
yeah, there's a
But I'm
lot of
with
reuse shots.
you, Bill Murray. I'm excited for him here, but
Yeah,
not. I don't know. There's like a. He's too much of a spinster because it's Bill Murray. That's how I felt. I told Logan, I was like, I don't remember the bear being this.
he's not goofy enough.
No, he's more like a con man,
Yeah,
which is
like
funny. But
in the original, he's like, "Hey, don't worry about it."
hey, I'm gonna slap my belly like a man somebody about a honey.
So Baloo tricks him into getting him some honeycombs off of a cliff, and he eventually creates a pulley system to saw off some stuff to get some. This I feel like we could have cut this.
Yeah. Well, so he kicks it down for him. You get
Yeah.
to meet all Baloo's friends, and then he's like, you know, I'll take you to the people. Fine,
Mhm.
fine. And lets him see him, and he gives him the whole spiel of, "Aren't you having fun?"
Why
He's
you
like,
don't leave the
"Well,
jungle?
they told me not to play tricks," and he's like, "Be yourself." Which I think that's the moral of the story is
Mhm.
be you. That's it. Like,
You're not a wolf, dude. Like just
yeah, you're a Mowgli. Do that.
yeah,
Then he goes back and builds up. Yeah, you could have cut all that. It was really fun to watch. It was cool, but
yeah.
we're all just waiting for the song. We're just waiting for him to get on the river and
It,
start singing.
the one song they have in this movie, they do a version of the Bare Necessities.
Hated it too.
Yeah, it's not great. It's
Yeah,
Bill Murray doing his jazz thing that he does, and it's not great.
ever told you, dude? I used to see Bill Murray in Clemson all the time. His son went here,
Oh, okay. I was
and
like,
so I think he bought a house. Mark Wahlberg has a house somewhere
I'm not surprised.
because his daughter is here. But Bill Murray bought a house here, I think. And I'd be downtown, and I'm like, you don't. I don't know. Bill Murray, you can tell who he is, but
He
it's
owns
just
the Charleston River Dogs.
yeah, that's sweet. But he just looks like a normal old dude walking around.
Will Ferrell has a house out here on Lake Murray.
Danny McBride and his entire production company.
Yeah, yeah.
He's on Lake Murray.
He owns a house on Lake Murray. Yeah,
I didn't realize that. All right, that's
he,
cool.
You never see him, but
Will Ferrell would have potentially even been better at Baloo.
I think so.
Yeah,
he could have had that like goofy kind of thing, but
you have a great life, but all of a sudden, hey, guess what? I can't remember his name. Black Panther pops up.
Bagheera.
And
I only know this because my girlfriend's cat is named Bagheera.
Oh yeah, you got a cheat book then. I just
what a
skips out of me
too.
So it's not Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, he's like, all right, it's time to come on to the man village. What
yeah, he's like, you've got to finish what we did. You've got to.
He's trying. This tiger trying to kill you. What are you doing?
That next scene though is awesome. Of the kid's so pumped to show him what he made, and he's like, "What are you doing? This is ridiculous." They sleep it off, and the whole running thing is like, you have to respect the elephants.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm disappointed they didn't they didn't do those characters.
Yeah, I don't know why they even showed the little teeny one.
That's a pretty good song. An elephant never forgets.
I think they didn't have licensing. I think someone else owns some of the licensing for those stories.
Well, good for them.
For the songs.
Good for them.
Keep that, dude.
They brought in one of the original composers, the one that did the King Louis song, and he
Richard Sherman.
Yeah, he redid the King Louis song.
Yep, he's
or the worst, I think. But
yeah, you want to talk about? Well, we'll get there. But him rescuing that elephant. That's a sweet moment of like, oh shoot, like the kid's not stupid,
and an elephant
it means well. They haven't lived, but he gets kidnapped by a whole bunch of monkeys. Which, let me tell you something. I love animals. I'd love to meet any animal. Monkey? No.
I think I'd like to meet a monkey, dude.
Dude, man, it'll rip your eyeballs off and throw poop at you, and no, man. I don't know.
Like a little capuchin, like in
yeah, maybe
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, maybe one of them. I've seen one of those in real life. There's poop.
A little capuchin. As long as he don't throw poop at me, I'm all right.
I throw poop.
They take him to the temple, a big old temple in the middle of the jungle. This is a big ass jungle.
Yeah, daggum is, and it's this is in India.
Yeah,
that's not the right temple.
Well, it's a Disney movie.
This looks like a Mayan structure with elephants all around it. Disney really took an L on making sure they were certified on their content.
Christopher Walken plays a giant talking orangutan. So, Gigantopithecus.
Whatever. He plays the worst.
They did the most minimum amount of research and found a supposed ape that had gone extinct around this time.
Hated how he looked. Hated how he moved. Hated how he sounded.
Hated it. Christopher Walken's an amazing actor.
Not a good monkey.
Not a good singer. The song just lost all of its charm.
The song started and I went, "Is he singing?" Oh, he said, "Oh,
he's too. I want to be like you." Oh,
I got a refrigerator. Don't catch me walking.
Yes, terrible.
I did enjoy the Bagheera and Baloo working together stuff. Like, it's fun. And that's when I did go, okay, I like this Bill Murray part. This does work now. Now this is working out. He's not being goofy.
Just being a
Like
little
he's
smart.
kind of serious, but
Yeah. And so they slowly sneak out. Mowgli hides behind Bagheera, but the monkeys is alerted. And the most disgusting part, Louis gets up and leaves like a patch of fur on the throne or whatever off of his ass.
he sat on a monkey.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Um,
But Temple falls on them and they all die.
yeah, Temple's gone. But then also in the whole shake up, Mowgli finds out that oh my gosh, Akela has died.
Mm.
And full rage mode. Like, I'm done. No way. I'm gonna go kill that tiger. I'm gonna burn this MFR down, son. I was all about it. I was all about it till he started smoking cigarettes in the jungle.
So Aquila was the head wolf.
Wolf. Wolf dad, yeah.
Okay. But Aquila didn't really like him too much. But, you know,
I think it's
whatever.
harsh, but I think it's harsh love. Because there was
Yeah.
couple things where he's like, and he was with him when every other wolf was like, we gotta get rid of him. He wasn't. Yeah. That's rough.
So Mowgli gets him far from.
Yeah, he gets that daggone torch and starts running through the woods.
Did he? I think he snuck into the man village and got some fire, and then
Goes to the man village on a bridge, and there's a torch.
Yeah, that's what.
And he grabs that, takes the fire, and goes right in.
And then starts running through the jungle. And
I
hits the
laughed.
ground. Is like,
So
oop.
hard.
So
So like they're all the wildfires started. They all go to the river because of the fear.
down.
And Mowgli shows up and is like, "I am a god. Look at me and my cheap visage. Do you even know where I belong? I am a god." That's some Kanye for y'all.
Ugh.
You want to talk about being embarrassed? Cut that. Actually, I don't care. It's a really tough scene when you realize, like, oh shoot, the thing that Shere Khan predicted happened accidentally. Yep. Mowgli's a man. He has the red flower.
Red flower. Chases Mowgli up a tree. Mowgli.
He ditches the torch. He throws it in the water.
Throws it in the water. Somehow they all know that water puts out fire. Shere Khan chases him up the tree, falls into the fire. I mean, there's not much. And then the entire jungle is like, "Oh no, it's burning!" And then the elephants.
Look, Mr. Frodo, elephants.
Well, no, they all think because Mowgli falls too, and they all think he's dead.
Yeah,
he comes riding up on the little elephant. Give the little elephant a voice.
Yeah, let him be Dumbo later in your next live action.
Yeah. Oh God, that movie. Ugh. So yeah, they create a little dam, and so they flood the burning jungle, and wouldn't you know it, it's all healed and wonderful and great and grand, and that's the Jungle Book. And they closed the book at the end.
Yeah,
did they
it's
start
like
the movie with the opening of the book? I don't think they did.
No, they didn't. It's like a 5.2.
It's like a 6.
I mean, like I get nothing out of it. I've already seen this in the cartoon.
This is the high point of the remakes, folks.
I'm so harsh with remakes.
They started strong and then like crashes out from here. I don't hate everything about the Aladdin remake. I'm not saying it's good.
But I lasted 5 minutes and cut it off.
I remember.
And I think I hate Will Smith now.
I remember seeing that blue Will Smith on a Super Bowl commercial and being like, I hate that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just save it. I'll just
save it for the episode, dog.
Save it for diarrheaing everything.
So now we move on to everyone's favorite segment. What are we watching? What are we doing? What are we playing? What are we reading?
So
I have a feeling we're about to spoil the Daredevil finale because
F that. Okay. We'll get there. Gaming, I've been playing the same game. I think I mentioned last week. It's a drug dealing game. It's
Gotcha.
called Schedule One or Schedule I. I don't know. It's addictive. It's the biggest game on Steam still. One guy made it from Australia. It's incredible.
I am. In terms of games, I'm replaying Batman Arkham Knight.
Thought about doing that too.
Great. It's like $5 on PlayStation right now. And
Um,
what else? Ooh, I've got I pre-ordered Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
yeah, I want to pick that up.
Very excited to play that. It looks really good.
I've been reading a book called Never Trust a Fart.
Mm.
It's a little like thin book. It's pretty
Smart.
funny. It's great. Yeah, it's a lot of guys pooping their pants. Watching. I watched all of Love on the Spectrum season 3. Dude, it's the funniest and greatest thing I've watched in a while. It's
Okay.
heartwarming, and it is the funniest. I'm not making fun of anyone saying that.
Right,
It is
right.
just
Yeah,
so
it's just
funny of like
heartfelt.
an eye opening of the honesty that the people in that show have.
Those
'Cause
people, those people can love way more than we can.
dude, it is so great. And like one of the kids lives in Clemson, like right over here too.
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch. Like, oh, that's here. We know where this is. Didn't necessarily intend to watch it, but it was like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Check it out.
Other than that, I watched all of the Devil May Cry anime on Netflix. It phenomenal. I watched it one day. I mean, I couldn't stop.
Netflix been cranking out the anime recently.
Yeah, it's done by the same people that did Castlevania, I think. So it's
That makes sense.
super good. I was shocked. Like I'm
I think
not a
the
huge
only anime I watched all the way completely through was like Death Note.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I was like, if that's the peak of it, then I don't need to watch anything else.
That's the greatest. Like you want to watch real anime, you watch that because it's weird.
It's full of like over explaining, and
Yep.
it's like
And,
I could tell by what's happening on screen, my guy.
yeah,
But
I took my pen
Yeah.
and wrote on a piece of
Yeah.
paper. I ate a potato chip while I wrote.
I don't know if that's a Japanese thing and they love
It
that
is.
stuff, or
It is. It's like, yeah, it is.
I just have to chalk it up to cultural difference. But
I still need to watch Righteous Gemstones this week and
Mhm.
Last of Us. I haven't done that
Oh,
yet, but
God, so good.
I did watch. Which I know how this season goes. Logan doesn't. She has no idea.
Oh, Last of Us.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah. No, most people don't know, so I don't want to spoil anything. But Daredevil. Hey, quit listening now. Next week we're watching Aladdin. Go crap your pants.
Well, by the time this is out, the premiere's been out for like a week.
Yeah, I forget.
So
Man. I'm so mad. I want more. Like, why did you guys have to like be capitalist pigs? Don't split this into 2 seasons.
Well,
Let
see,
it keep going.
it was supposed to be like the first season was supposed to be like 15 episodes.
Yeah.
And then they got through it and they were like, it was Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox. They were like, this isn't going to go well. This sucks. Well, they probably didn't say it sucked, but like the original concept was like, it was going to be like a trial drama. And he doesn't get in a Daredevil suit until like halfway through the season of a 15 episode thing.
I'd have been fine with that.
And they just redid it. They redid it, and that's when they brought back the original cast and like kind of made the Netflix show like official continuity.
That last episode, so much happens and so much depth of spoilers. Again, like Daredevil and Punisher fight people together.
Yeah,
Punisher's just obliterating. He's ripping people's necks out.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to watch the difference at the same time.
Almost more violent than the Netflix show.
Way more. Dude, he pulls a guy's esophagus. His sarcophagus gets pulled out. This is Moon Knight now.
There's way more like language too. Like they're effing and jeffing all over the place.
A lot more grunts. Punisher's going. It's my favorite thing. I laughed the whole time.
And
yeah, dude.
He breaks out of that little cell at the end too.
Wait, Punisher breaks out of that cell.
Yeah, there's a post credits where he because he's got a one shot that John Barenthal wrote and produced coming up.
All right, well, I gotta go watch that ending. I missed it. I don't know, man. That's out of all the shows of Marvel stuff, this is the best one.
To me, it's been the most consistent.
It is super consistent, and it's amazing that it's you don't see Daredevil that much,
Not a lot, no.
and I love it. I don't care. It's great.
Mhm.
I'm down for it. Now, did I get really sad today at a moment going, "Oh my God, is Spider-Man about to show up?" Yeah, that'd be great. But the
There's a
whole
lot of people online talking about like Spider. I was like, Sony's
mm,
never in a million years going to let that happen.
I'll give them $500, but
They won't.
the whole Mayor Fisk to Mayor Kingpin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's yeah.
And Frank gives his speech to those cops. It's fucking great.
I laughed. You sent that meme to me yesterday. I didn't know what the episode was going to be like. I didn't know that that's where this was going with the show. I mean, you kind of had an idea, but they went full force on we're cops, we're the Punishers, and like
And like they're all their little Punisher skulls are like shitty drawn on versions of the skull too.
there's no chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I it was yeah, just
It's
it
about
that
serverless Frank.
this show
God.
scratched an itch that I really
Yeah.
needed to like be happy about Marvel, but this isn't. I don't know. The movies aren't going to be the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I want this dark. I want this dark Marvel now. Let's not do happy go lucky. Let's be DC.
Mhm.
Let's go grim. Speaking of, did you see the test images of Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom?
Fake.
Yeah, it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they did.
It's Mark Hamill from a movie concept in
Yeah.
2010.
You know why it's fake? Because someone with a 21st century camera phone took that thing and it's blurry. Okay.
Yeah, but I made a lot of money off that.
Like, and there's been set photos like of the only ones that have been out are Ian McKellen and James Marsden and Benedict Wong and James Marsden. So the X-Men are shooting their scenes right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
It'll
good
be a big
time, man.
one.
That's just
I think after Doomsday and Secret Wars, I'm gonna be like, we did a good thing, folks. Let's might be
yeah,
time to check in.
I really think the best thing they could do is let it die after that. Find something new to do.
I might watch a X-Men movie when they come out with one.
Yeah, I guess I forget you to have a whole X-Men thing to run with, but
Like, because
I don't know.
they're what they're gonna do is reset. Like, they're gonna get rid of the multiverse and make everything in one Earth, kind of like they did on
Good.
Crisis on Infinite Earths in
I'm
DC.
so tired of the multiverse.
Yeah, like it was. I thought it was a good concept, and then they didn't really do anything with it.
No, they did. They did it in everything and did nothing.
To me,
Yeah.
they really didn't do anything with it.
No. It's just like it's a part of everything they do and nothing of use came from it.
Seems to me like the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out is the only real multiverse movie because it's kind of separate from everything else and in a different universe. Like, that's what this whole thing should have been. You
You
gave us
wanna
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and didn't go through the multiverse.
No, it was just madness.
Yeah.
You want to make some bets here? I'm betting that this Doctor Doom is going to be the Doom and Stark are hired college roommates, and he does the body swap.
I think it's just a different version of Tony Stark from another universe that went
I
down.
would prefer that than what I said.
Yeah. He just happens to have he is Tony Stark, but he got turned into Victor Von Doom somehow. Who knows?
Yeah, that's about it, man. Just
And RDJ is going to make $80 million for 2 movies, or $100 million for 2 movies. Excuse me.
better be in it.
Yeah, he has to be.
Did you know? I honestly, Doomsday. I don't care if anyone but Robert Downey Jr. is in it. I don't like if they
Well, there's
really.
already 20 something people in it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, yeah. If they flip the script and are like, we're gonna do an entire movie building up a villain, that'd have been something different.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know.
If they'd have just made some people are like, oh, maybe there's a secret movie on the schedule where they have Robert Downey Jr. in a solo movie. I'm like, he's not gonna do
No.
that. Yeah, so that's it for this week.
Next week we're watching Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Come with me. Take a dump in your pants. It is grand.
So if you have a suggestion for a movie we should do, you can send that to secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram. You can subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to wherever you're listening to this if you haven't already. Jake, do you have any parting words for the folks?
Yeah, go to J.C. Penney's or Belk's. Get yourself a nice pastel shirt. Wear it this weekend.
Very old Southern woman of you to call it J.C. Penney's.
Yeah. No, I got nothing, man. Just do your due.
Yep. So we will see you next week with Aladdin.